friends, Nibs again. It's a beautiful morning in upstate New York, late March. Weather's starting to really, well, it's supposed to be getting nicer, but they're actually calling for some snow later today. So I wanted to get out and do a little bit of shooting before things turn south on us, but I wanted to get out, and I really wanted to do this head-to-head here since I've got these two rifles. So here I have my 1979 feinwerkbau, about a 124, and I'm going to be putting that up against this new production. I guess I should really do some research and try to figure out what year this one was actually made. I'm sure it's not very old. It was a brand new gun, new in box when I got it, but this is my Weihrauch HW50S. Both guns are pretty evenly matched as far as specifications go, so I think this is a really good challenge, really good head-to-head challenge. I think the only advantage maybe is the feinwerkbau has about a 3-inch longer barrel, maybe 2.5-inch longer barrel. I don't know if that's enough to give it an advantage, but we're going to give it a try. So I'm going to try 2 pellets. I've got some light ones, some Diablo Basics that are 7 grain, and then I'm going to go a little heavier with some of these H&N Finale matches. They're a 7.87 is what it's advertised at on the box here. So just shooting 10 meters. These are intended to be a 10-meter target rifle, so we'll stick with that for now. Later on, maybe we'll try stretching them out and see what I can do with them, but I do have a camera running down there on my box, so we will be able to see the hits as they come, or at least you will. I probably won't. I can see, if you see the target box, there are some shots on the center bullseyes. I had to zero both of these and get them set up, but I'll shoot this one at the upper right-hand target. So I did zero it with these Diablo Basics, so probably our point of impact will change with the with the heavier bullets, I would suspect, but we'll see. So I did adjust the trigger on both of these guns the other night. I did videos on those. Actually, I don't think I've published the one for the Weihrauch yet, but I will soon. But they both are amazing triggers now. They weren't bad before, but they are fantastic now. The feinwerkbau here that I'm shooting now, I was able to get that down to about a 14-ounce trigger. And the Weihrauch, I could get that down to right around 10 or 11. So that's amazing. But the feel of this trigger is so much better. It's just crisp. There's no working it. It's really crisp. Before it wasn't heavy. It was like 1.5 pounds, but it felt spongy. It felt really spongy. I guess that's the only way I can really describe it. Well, I can't tell if it's a one-hole group, but from here it really looks pretty good. It looks pretty darn good. So I'm gonna set that one aside for a moment, and I will get the Weihrauch out, and we'll do the same. So the cocking stroke on this Weihrauch is much heavier than that feinwerkbau. I don't know if that'll lighten up over time, but So we'll shoot this one at the upper left-hand bullseye there. I keep forgetting these automatic safeties here. I may have to tear this Weihrauch down and do a little bit of spring maintenance on it. Now that I've getting some strokes on it, or some cocks on it, it's some rounds through it, it's actually starting to get a little bit of spring buzz. So, I mean, it's not horrible, just barely noticeable. Hopefully, I mean, if it doesn't get any worse, I probably won't mess with it, but lots of fun. Both of these are excellent guns. Glad I spent the money on them. All right. All right, 2 more of these guys, and then we'll switch over to the heavier ones with the feinwerkbau. Once I'm done, I'll take this in the garage and we'll do some measurements and review the groups. But the fit and finish on both of these guns is flawless. This one obviously was brand new when I bought it. But the feinwerkbau was a used gun, but it was in fabulous condition, other than the piston seal was just disintegrated, which I'm reading it is a very common thing. Just whatever material they used back in the 70s to build these the piston seals on these just did not stand up to the deterioration of time. All right, so these are my H&N lights. They're still 7.87s what they claim. So we'll shoot this at the lower right hand bullseye here. I think I'm still in the bullseye there, I can't tell, hopefully. So I did rebuild this one and took some time with putting it back together, greased up the spring real good, greased up the slidey parts. And you can really tell in the quietness of the cocking stroke, the quietness of the firing stroke, firing cycle, whatever you want to call it. This is just a fantastic rifle. If anything, the Weihrauch has a little bit on it as far as the trigger goes, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with this trigger either. So. So far as just a joy to shoot, this Weihrauch is going to be my choice, my go-to choice. Okay, I can see just about the same point of impact as the RWS's, so it looks like just one group kind of getting a little larger as we go here. So this is the last one for the H&Ns. I'm gonna pull that one a little to the right, but it still looks like it's in the same one hole group. All right, so now we'll do it's already starting to cloud up and get a little breezy out here, so I don't think I'm too much longer out here outside before the weather starts turning on me. It's kind of funny, I'm out here in a flannel shirt, and later on it's supposed to be snowing, so crazy weather in springtime in upstate New York. So we're going to shoot at the lower left-hand target with this one. Wow. Just the firing cycle on this one is so much louder than that feinwerkbau. I may have to seriously consider doing a tune job on this guy. It's a great shooting gun. It's just so much harsher than that feinwerkbau. The only thing, I did a new piston seal, and I sprayed all the parts with some dry moly lube, and then lubed them up with Teflon synthetic grease. So my guess is the spring has nothing on inside of this guy, has nothing on it. So it's just able to go boing every time you pull a trigger. All right, a couple more of these H&Ns, and then we'll take a look at those targets, do some measurements on it. From what I can see from here, it really looks like the feinwerkbau might be taking this one. Looks like I'm stringing down on that. It's weird. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off right here. We'll take it inside the garage and we'll measure those groups up and see what we did. But from here, at least what I can see from here, it does look like the feinwerkbau may be edging out the Weihrauch, maybe just by a little bit. But let's go inside the garage and see. Alrighty there, friends. So I did the crunched the numbers on these targets, and it was a razor thin win, but the feinwerkbau did eke out a win with both pellets, just by a few thousandths of an inch, really. And I'll bring you down here. We can take a look at these targets. But Stella, what are you doing? Get out of the way! Got Stella in here. Don't hit the tripod, you goofy girl. She's my little diabetic dog. Found out been about a month now we've been giving her shots. So she's otherwise really healthy besides that, so can't give up on her yet. She had a pretty rough life before I got her. She was actually a breeder for the bait dogs for the fighting dog fighting ring. But, so let's go ahead and let me pause this and reset the angle on this so we can see that better. Alrighty, friends, so here we go. Here's the targets for both of those rifles. So over here on the right, this is the targets for the feinwerkbau. These RWS Diablos are not disappointing again. In my LGR, they shoot lights out, and on this, the feinwerkbau, it gave me a .284 inch group, one ragged hole, very nice. But the H&Ns were not terrible. Still pretty much one ragged hole, a little bit of vertical stringing there. That one bottom one was probably just me, and that's annoying, but still ended up with just a .384 inch group, and as you can see, pretty much one ragged hole there. The the Weihrauch, not quite as good, but still respectable. Very, very good. I really think that rifle, you know, they say that you need hundreds of shots on these before they really kind of break in and get settled in. So, you know, that one's brand new, probably got less than 50 rounds through it so far. So I'm seeing a .369, not quite a one ragged hole, but still a nice little group with the RWS. These guns seem to like those light pellets for whatever reason. And then the H&Ns had a little bit of vertical stringing, but it also was kind of horizontal there too. So that one doesn't seem to like these pellets quite as much. We had a .443 inch group on that one, but still, you know, not terrible at all. And again, like I said, I believe it's probably just going to come down to needing to be broken in, and that one will probably start tightening up as well. So if not, we'll give it a tune. Alrighty there, friends, there we go. Looks like the feinwerkbau took this challenge. It's only one set of groups, so I'm not giving up on the Weihrauch yet, or ever really. It's a fantastic gun. It's a great shooting gun, but just the groups were just a little bit tighter for the feinwerkbau today. But I really had a lot of fun shooting both of them. I really hope that firing cycle kind of mellows out on that Weihrauch as it ages and breaks in a little bit, but it's still not terrible. I mean, I've got other ones that are, you know, total twang and buzz when they go off. That one's a little noisy, but nothing like some of them other ones that I have. But this feinwerkbau is super quiet, not an ounce of buzz in there. I love that gun. That is something. So, but anyway, I do appreciate everybody being on my channel. It's growing fantastic, and I really appreciate that. Enjoy all the comments and the banter back and forth about the videos. I really wish that YouTube would allow us to exchange pictures back and forth, because I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have fantastic guns like this too. But if you do want to do anything like that, go over to my Facebook page. I do have a Walnut and Steel Facebook page, and we can have a more in-depth conversation back and forth about great guns like this too. So, but anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified when I do post up new videos. But until next time, have a great day.